We are BEERMAGEDDON Sunday and we're with the mighty Cambion.
Yeah.
So you've been up to quite a bit lately, haven't you? I've been sort of following you around, not stalking you, but I have been following you around on Facebook to see what you've all been up to. So Bloodstock was one of them. How did that go?
Well, the best it could have gone, really. We had it perfect. Good weather, no technical problems, more people than we thought turned up.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
Yeah. It was literally, like we keep saying, it's a dream come true. It was the best experience we've had as a band yet. It was just, like we say, it worked out perfectly. So many people afterwards were telling us that it was spot on. I mean, usually when people tell us that, we're a little dubious. We're like, yeah, we kind of know how it went. But no, some genuine good reviews and comments, and we were just over the moon with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. So maybe back next year on the bigger stage?
We can dream.
We have to build one.
But yeah, I mean, anything's possible, isn't it, this day and age?
True.
So you keep working hard and pushing yourself there. And your name has spread around quite a bit. I've seen it all different places. So that's a really good thing with Bloodstock and other festivals that you do. That more people are recognising you and talking about you.
Yeah, Bloodstock's definitely done us a lot of favours. We noticed that on this tour we've just done with the guys in Swarm Amongst. There are a lot of people there saying they saw us at Bloodstock. You know, people we didn't get to speak to at Bloodstock. So it just shows that it does work.
Yeah.
It gets your name out there for sure.
I mean, during weekdays, we've not always had like the best turnout on weekdays. But I mean, because the tour we just done, a lot of it was during the week, and the amount of people that we saw increased from what we usually get just after Bloodstock. We assume it's done us a lot of favours there.
There's been a lot of people, like I've been here all weekend, the guys only turned up today, but there's been so many people, say, I caught your set at Bloodstock, that was awesome. It's nice to, it's all people that we've never met before as well. We've obviously, over the years, you sort of see the same faces. It's nice to sort of get a new audience.
So I mean, we did a hometown show like last week, and usually that's mostly friendly faces that we all know, and everyone loves it. But like I'd say 50% of the people there were all new faces, and it was just really humbling to see. It was great. Yeah.
So what are you up to next?
Album.
Pretty
I
much.
think we've got something at the end of September, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got Padfest in Derby, which is going to be awesome. We've got Fire and Force Festival as well. We've got a couple of gigs to see us through to the end of the year, but the priority for us is get our first album complete. It's been long overdue, and people want it, we want it.
Yeah.
So
you can physically sell something, went to people who are there, and at the gigs, and because they want it, don't they? So yeah, it'll be good. Because have you got a working title in mind for it yet, or are you not allowed to say?
We've had one that we've been sort of fluctuating with. It may or may not stay depending on when it's finished, but we can't really say at the moment, to be honest.
we want it to be a bit of a big surprise.
Yes.
We've been playing a couple of tracks occasionally off the album just to sort of gauge a bit of a response. We don't want to overplay the songs because then people have already heard them and
People know the album.
So when are you sort of thinking it'll be out by, or hoping it'll be out by?
As soon as possible.
We've said like we want to aim for like a 6 month sort of period, but that may change depending on how it goes. But at the moment, the album's written, done the music. We're just going through the process of sorting out how to go around recording it at the moment.
It'd be pointless for us to say, it'll be out in 6 months, because I think all throughout this year, and the interviews we've done, we have said, about 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and then slowly we're going past all of those.
I mean, it's difficult to get, sometimes get it all coordinated together. So that does happen. I've heard that from a couple of bands, sort of saying, "Oh, well, we hope to, but it hasn't happened yet." So it is a thing that bands do find a situation that they're quite often in.
As soon as possible.
I think any band's first album's got to be perfect. So the last thing we want to rush into is just pushing it out there, and then when we listen back to it, we're like, oh, well, actually, we're not really happy with that, or this could have been better. So we've taken the time with it, and the songs that are written for it. You know, some of the best songs that we've ever written as a band. So yeah, we just can't wait to share that with people, really.
Excellent. My first random question is, you're on a private plane, you've made it, and you're going to a festival, you know, there you are on the plane with your drinks, enjoying yourselves, then something happens to the pilot and the plane starts to go down. There's one parachute, then you find another. Who in the band would you save?
Me.
Mark.
Mark takes both of them front and back.
One for Mark, one for his ass.
I think I'd put one parachute on my amp, one on my cab, and then just go down with the plane.
Or I'd probably give one to my drink. I don't want that smashing. High velocity drink spillages in a plane can't be good.
No.
If you drop a pint out of a plane, does the liquid stay in the glass?
No. Now that's a question. No, that's a question.
No, it doesn't. That's an answer.
You have tried it?
Especially not when it hits the floor.
Yeah.
No.
So, one of the hot topics going around at the moment is pay to play. So, what are your feelings around
Absolute
pay to
crap.
play?
Yeah.
Absolute rubbish. If a venue's charging a band to play, then they're not a venue. That's, in my opinion, that's the be all and end all of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
If they don't have enough confidence in their own shows to be able to make the money and pay the bands, it's not worth playing.
That's summed it up exactly. You can't really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If the promoters and the venue have enough confidence in themselves and put the work in, they'll make enough money to pay the bands.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Unfortunately, though, there's so many bands that are willing to do that. That that's the way that promoters and venues unfortunately seem to be. That happens quite a lot these days. Which is, I think, morally wrong, especially for bands that are just starting out. Bands struggle with money enough as it is. I think if you're in a band and you're breaking even, then you're doing really well.
yeah.
So
Luckily, we haven't encountered much of that ourselves, but big festivals like Bloodstock. I mean, obviously we don't get paid for that. We play for nothing, but it's a stage that you're honoured to play on.
yeah.
So I think playing for nothing is a lot different than paying out your own pocket to be allowed to play.
Yes.
I think that's an absolute waste of time.
Yeah. I mean, it does happen, and it's quite interesting. I was talking to Cambion yesterday, they're from Germany, and they were saying they get it over there as well. So it's not just here that it is a thing that happens. It does seem to happen everywhere at the moment, which is definitely not a good thing.
Yeah, well, it's the same with a lot of record labels. They used to give out funding to bands and stuff to be able to create their album and go out on tours, and nowadays it seems you have to pay an extortionate amount of money out of your own pocket to be allowed on the label, essentially. And that just says to me that the labels have lost confidence in what they're doing. And they're making you pay for it because they know that it's going to lose money. And that sort of situation is just completely wrong and backwards. Completely.
Yeah, it's just an interesting thing that came up recently. So it has sort of gave feelings of how it affects bands and how they feel.
Yeah.
My other last random question is Pokemon Go.
We're not that band.
No,
Do you indulge?
No.
I downloaded it and thought, what the am I doing with my life? If you're 7 years old, it's a bit different, but
I'm all up for bringing back memories of when you're younger and that, but I mean, it's taken over people's lives.
yeah, there's people that are earning money from just they're make an account and get loads of cool Pokemon or whatever, and then sell it to people for hundreds of quid. I'm like, if it's still around in 5 years, then
Yeah, I think the premise of the game, the idea of walking around with GPS, being sort of part of a game by doing that is a really cool sort of idea for a game, and it's sort of, especially with a lot of this VR stuff coming out now, like virtual reality things and that, it's just another platform. It's another area that games can sort of dive into, but the idea of the game is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
See, I thought you could apply it to where bands are playing. What an app that would be. So you go round and they say, this band is playing here.
Collect bands.
Yeah. Well, no, not collect them. You will know that, so you don't know where to go, and it'll pop up and say, this band is playing here tonight.
Yeah.
So, oh, right, I want to go and see a band, and then I thought it could be used in a productive sort of way.
Yeah, that whole system could be used for multiple good causes. I'm not saying Pokemon's not
Hang on, I'll patent that. Before somebody else pinches it. But yeah, I was thinking about that today, actually. I thought, well, you know, with that people trying to see bands, a lot of people say, well, I don't know any bands playing in the area, either they're, you know, no good publicity or whatever. But I thought, what an ideal way to sort of people see what's playing in their area. Just follow something.
That's a good thing, like it gets people out.
It does get people out, but I think people should go out into a field and just trade cards personally.
Well, there have been some deaths through this game.
Yes.
And I think the funniest one I heard was when this guy's girlfriend threw her out. This guy's girlfriend threw him out because he was round his ex-girlfriend's house, and he said there was a Pokemon there, and that's why he went to her house. I mean, that's got to be one of the best sort of excuses I've ever heard in my life.
I'm sure there was a Pokestop there, but probably not what she anticipated.
Well, no, there you go.
There's probably some Pokeballs flying around the place.
I remember I downloaded the game and like I found Bulbasaur on my bed as soon as I like opened the game. I was like, unlucky.
thing is, like, it's good that it gets people out and about. But if these people are only out and about because of that game, if they're going to sit in their bedroom 24 hours a day without the game, then that's just sad. You know, that says something about the people playing it. But
and the other funny story was this guy had an iPad, didn't know how to use it, and had the app. And he said to his friend, Howard a catcher, and said, will you throw it at it? And he did, and broke it. But some people just do it and they get bored with it, but some people are so keen on it. I've been in the car, and you can tell the people when you walk in a car who are playing the game because they're on it. And then there's a guy at the bus stop, and it's his face couldn't catch it, and it's just hysterical to watch these people. It's great fun. But yeah, I think if an app like that, you could use it for other purposes. So like, right, I want to go out somewhere tonight. What's in my area? Well, there's Cambion playing at such and such tonight, or there's so and so.
It can be stopped.
It can be stopped. Yeah.
The one thing I like about the game is that these so-called Pokestops and things like that, they do contain like information about certain points, in a village or a town or whatever. It's the one good thing about it. It's like the educational part of it, but I think it's bad enough already when you go out and you see people on their phones on Facebook and stuff, and there's no conversation anymore. The people don't even look you in the eye when they're talking to you because they're scrolling down their timeline. I think that's bad enough already without games like that.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a thumbs down for you for Pokemon then?
Yeah.
Right.
Wouldn't even try.
Right, so what do you think is the next big thing you're working to besides the album in the next 6 months or so? What would you really like to sort of...
Well, I guess with the album, there's bound to be a music video or two, but and that's not going to be our priority until the album's finished. We're going to hopefully be touring again next year, get on a few other festivals. I mean, it's all a bit, nothing really set in stone at the minute.
I mean, we are coming to the end of festival season now after this one, so then it's a change around for how things are sort of booked again. It's seeing what's out there.
I mean, things are still looking up, but like you said, we've come to the end of quite a busy year. So we're just going to try and sit down as much as we can and work with the album.
Excellent.
That's the priority.
So when you're at Fire and Forge, because I'll be there, I should be asking you how it's going.
Probably
have an
the same
update. And see if you've managed to use the Pokemon app for something else. Right. Thank you guys for giving me some of your time. I've enjoyed it immensely, as always. It's always great fun. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
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 Thank you. Thank you.